wipe your off it too. You guys get that on camera?
Outburst in the courtroom today as 2 life sentences without parole are handed down to Justin Crenshaw. And the man killed in a weekend shooting on Spokane's Lower South Hill has now been identified. Tonight, we hear from his family.
We're frosty again tomorrow morning, but we have afternoon sunshine and plenty of it in the days to come.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan. We start tonight in the courtroom where just hours ago a judge resentenced Justin Crenshaw to 2 life sentences without parole for the 15-year-old double homicide of Sarah Clark and Tanner Pell. KREM 2 Shannon Mowdy was in the courtroom today for the sentencing and she has Crenshaw's reaction.
Because he was 20 years old when he killed Sarah Clark and Tanner Pell, Crenshaw was eligible for a lighter sentence. But in his ruling Tuesday, the judge said Crenshaw didn't deserve one.
The court does not find youthfulness as a mitigating factor in Mr. Crenshaw at all.
The man who killed 2 young people in February 2008 is on his way back to prison for life. Judge Dean Schwang listed several reasons, including Crenshaw's ongoing violence in prison, attacking, even killing another inmate.
He has been shuttled from state to state, which shows me the Department of Corrections is at wit's end how to manage Mr. Crenshaw's behavior.
Judge Schwang added the brutality of the murders, staging of the crime scene, and attempts to hide evidence all show the calculations of an adult mind, one he believes hasn't changed since Crenshaw was 20 years old.
I'm sorry. You have no clue.
Crenshaw did speak out for the first time in 17 years, including an outburst that delayed sentencing for several minutes. He claimed the driving factors of the murders were his PTSD from childhood abuse and a condition that makes him violent when he drinks alcohol.
I want to be clear. None of this is an excuse for the deaths of Tanner and Sarah. Absolutely none of it.
Katie Hayes lives with dueling emotions, fear and grief, but also empathy for her brother's killer.
I can't help it, but I already feel bad for him. And then it's like, that's where my brain has to kick in. Because trauma is real. Did you hear about his childhood? It is real. Does it excuse anything he did? No.
Sarah's mother, Tisha, doesn't give much weight to the words of her daughter's killer, even refusing to look his way during his statement.
If it does haunt him, I'm glad he's haunted. It should haunt him.
It should haunt him. It should. To see somebody dying by your own hands, that face should haunt him.
Though both families feel this is justice, they now look forward to living life. The Clarks keeping a place for Sarah.
Usually a glass turned upside down with a candle on it.
An empty seat at holiday dinners. The Pells keep memories of Tanner close, sharing them during an annual Tanny Fest trip to the coast, his final resting place. To them, the ruling is relief.
Was our prayers, I think, that would happen.
Crenshaw can appeal this sentence within the next 30 days, and from what we heard him tell his attorney, that's what he plans to do. Shannon Mowdy, KREM 2 News.
This afternoon, a Spokane County judge sentenced a woman for vandalizing a Spokane Valley church that was flying a pride flag. KREM 2's chief journalist Amanda Rowley sat in the courtroom for that hearing today. She is joining us live tonight with the very latest. Amanda?
Bridget Shannon is the last of 4 defendants sentenced for vandalizing a Spokane Valley church 2 years ago. Now, changes to state law regarding felony hate crime convictions is what prompted a delay to this original hearing. Now, in July 2023, Spokane County Court documents say Shannon and 3 other defendants in their early 20s stole pride flags and sprayed the lawn of Verdale United Church of Christ with diesel. They burned what the congregation believes was a Bible verse misinterpreted to be anti-LGBTQ. Shannon pleaded guilty today to an amended charge of gross misdemeanor harassment. Then, during impact statements, a church member spoke directly to her.
Miss Shannon, I understand you want to be a nurse. My children are part Filipino. My son-in-law is black. My grandson is a beautiful mixture of all of us. Would you refuse to treat us? Personally, I wouldn't want you to treat my loved ones because I couldn't trust that you would give us the care and respect that we deserve. And do I even want to know your motivation? If you attacked my house of worship because your boyfriend thought it was a good idea, you're in for a world of hurt.
Bridget originally faced a hate crime charge, but the prosecutor told the judge the state did not have enough evidence to prove that felony charge, specifically the element related to sexual orientation. That's why they offered a plea deal with a lesser charge of harassment. The judge sentenced Shannon to 1 year probation and 40 hours of community service. Now, as for the 3 other defendants, they were also convicted of harassment and sentenced to 2 years of probation. Reporting from the Spokane County Courthouse, Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
All right, time to check in with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy the Goose, standing by in the Outdoor Weather Center, where it is getting chillier, it seems, day by day. Jeremy?
Mark, I was actually just out here talking to myself, saying it feels colder than it is. 52 degrees where we currently sit. You can hear those birds. Can you hear those birds just chirping away? Yeah, I mean, they're just chirping away, telling a story. Don't know what that story is. I don't speak bird, but let's talk temperatures. We're in the low 50s, pretty widespread, upper 50s out in central Washington. That's still a bit warmer than where we were yesterday. Yesterday was a pretty chilly day all day long. This morning, we were down near freezing. Tomorrow morning looks weirdly identical to today. So we're still under those frost advisories and freeze warnings for much of central Washington. And that is likely where we stay through Thursday morning. Tomorrow, just like what we woke up to today, maybe a degree or 2 warmer depending on where you are, but almost identical. Tomorrow afternoon, pretty much what we did today, maybe a degree or 2 warmer, but almost identically what we did today. And that's where we stay the next couple of upper 50s each afternoon, overnight lows falling back down into the 30s, low 30s Wednesday and Thursday morning, mid and upper 30s Friday and Saturday morning before rain returns on Sunday. Mark?
I'm going to find who did this, and we're going to get them off the streets, and I won't stop until we do.
The family of a man shot dead in his car on Spokane South Hill speaking out tonight, how his sister is dealing with the grief. And we'll take you to the Capitol, where the Senate marks their 8th vote to reopen the government. The details in just 7 minutes.